We got Jets, Chargers on some Monday Night Football tonight. The Jets are actually home underdogs on prime time. So let's talk spreads, over-unders, all that good jazz with Erich Richter, sports betting analyst for the New York Post. My colleague, what's up, my man? How you feeling today?
What's up, BL? Let's go Jets tonight, baby.
All right, you saying let's go Jets, but the Jets are plus 3.5 against a team with the losing record. In the words of Kanye West, Eric, how sway? Why are they underdogs, and do you think they're going to cover?
Well, they're underdogs because of the quarterback matchup, right? Justin Herbert versus Zach Wilson's a major mismatch. But, I actually would say that the Jets here at 3.5 are a good spot. My betting models right now have the score projected at 19.7 to 20.4. So, my model has the Jets losing by about a point, maybe a half a point pending. Jets at home here. They got the better defense. Yeah, give me the Jets plus 3.5 here. I think they're live to win outright. We know that the issues that the Chargers have late in games. Justin Herbert had a real hard time coming back, especially if there's a spot here where he needs to, kick a field goal to tie the game or whatever. Jets defense is more than up to the challenge, in my opinion. So give me the Jets plus 3.5 all day long.
But you talk about the Jets defense being up for the challenge. The over-under on total points is set at 40. I know the Jets offense doesn't score much, but the Chargers defense is pretty average. And then you throw in how lights out the Jets defense has been playing. Are you taking that over or are you taking that under?
Yeah, so I think that the models that I have this projected pretty much right here at 40 points. So I think the line's about right. Now, everybody's been on the trend of the year, and trend for the last couple of years has been primetime unders, right? So, unders are 19 for 28, about a 73% hit. We have a post up right now on NewYorkPost.com written by my colleague Dylan. Unders are very, very trendy right now. We saw the under lose last night on Sunday Night Football thanks to the 2-point conversion. By the Bills there. So, I would say you're looking at probably a stay away. If you want to hit a live spot, maybe someone scores a touchdown the first drive and then you can hit the under. Maybe it'll be like 45 because that's a key number. That would be fine. But at 40, I'm staying away, my man.
Why do you think the under hits on primetime games? Like, why does Vegas make cash out on the under when games are played on primetime? Why do you think that?
I have my own theory on this, and this is something that I've talked about a little bit is, it's all the commercial breaks that hit on primetime. The pace of the game slows significantly, and primetime unders and night games in general have been under by, across the league for several years now. This is not just a one-year stat. It's 73% this year, but, going back even further, I'd have to get the exact data. I believe it was like 60 and 29 coming into the year, and the last 2 years were under. So I believe that's the exact number. So, I think the unders are big because of commercial breaks, slow pace of play. It doesn't lend yourself to many shootouts when there's not, defenses aren't exactly tired, right? Because there's built-in commercial breaks. So, a big part of football, is, like a fatigue. If you're getting run down the hole, you're going to be a little tired, worn out from the run game, and same vice versa on heavy play action or even hurry up offense, stuff like that.
Well, that's a pretty interesting stat, man, because player wise, you're playing on prime time. You're gearing up, man. You score on prime time. You're Victor Cruz. You do the salsa dance. You get yourself a Tostitos or Goya deal out for that. That's where the money's to be made. So I think we should get some sort of sports scientist to go and look into why the under hits on primetime games. That's just something that's another house way. Last but not least, man, any player prop bets out there that folks should keep an eye on?
My guy on the year was Josh Palmer, right? I love Josh Palmer. I have in fantasy in every league. He's on IR now. He just got injured. He took a major step when Mike Williams went down with the torn ACL. So now you're down here on pass catchers here in Los Angeles. So you're going to need a receiver here to step up for the Chargers. And I know that I had said, Justin Herbert not the best in late game situations, but in terms of like yards per attempt, he's near the top of the league. think the Chargers offense gains a lot of yards. I just think they're not very good in the red zone. So that's why I wouldn't touch the over-under pregame. But for me, like I target maybe like Austin Eckler's over 4.5 receptions prop. It's plus 100 right now on BetMGM. I think that's a good one to target. And also Gerald Everett, right? Like I've always liked him as their tight end. I think him to score a touchdown is in the plus 300s area, depending on what book you're using. So, I'm looking at Gerald Everett. I'm looking at Austin Eckler. I believe 90 plus receiving yards is like plus 900 on DraftKings. So, I'm looking at targeting a running back, a tight end, because we know that Keenan Allen's going to get blanketed by Sauce Gardner. So I'm looking at a running back or a tight end there.
All right, Eric, tell the people where they can find you.
You find me on Twitter, ERICHTER with 3 R's on Twitter and on Instagram. And you also see me on nypost.com, baby. I got lots of articles coming every day, tons of content, and lots of picks. I am in the newspaper every Friday with a column for 2 picks a week.
3 R's on the Twitter name. I was going to take the under on 2.5 on the R's, but dang. Hey, man,
Yes,
thanks for hopping on with us, man.
I appreciate you, buddy. Let's go Jets.